Alrighty then. Thought I'd do a little update on where I'm at. Finished up the whole welding. Did not put the UHMW on. I may just, I'm just going to get it running before I put that on. Everything tested out and normal. And, maybe a lot of work, but I'll do it later. So anyway, back to building motor mounts. As you can see down here, I took out the mounts that I had made previously and tacked to the bottom of the boat of the keel. So after raising the intake ring, bringing it up, going from 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches, I think it was. So I raised it up in theory about 1/2 inch or 1 inch. So what I'm doing here is making cradle mounts for the bottom, rather than just using these what I call stabilizers. They're motor mounts, but they're soft, they're weak, and trying to stick with the factory design, and these mounts here, the thing about them is the bottom of the oil pan is shaped for this curved area here, to go from front to back like this. So if your boat hits something hard, that forward movement is going to be limited, and the same in the back. It's cut out to where this sits up in a corner, and forward and back movement are limited by these mounts. If you eliminate that, then what you're going to have is, as much as these move, you're going to have that movement forward and back, which is ultimately going to be on your coupler. So, I'm just sticking with factory. So, but I was told don't put it on the bottom of the boat. That's what the engine bearers are for. I tend to agree with that. I mean, obviously, if they're on the bottom and you do dent it or whatever, it'll change the geometry, but of the coupler lineup. So whatever, I'm working on that. So I got 3/8 aluminum here, taking those old mounts, that I made to, make this work, and raise them off the bottom. This is 3/8 aluminum, and just went ahead and picked a spot, put them underneath there, took a look. This is the bend point. Took cutting wheel, grooved them out, heated them up, and bent them. And this is going to be on the inside of the engine bearers. And I decided to go ahead and cut out a strip here, put this piece inside of this piece, and then weld it top and bottom and on the back. So, I believe this will be strong enough. I don't, it's not going to carry 100% of the weight, but it probably will have most of the weight of the motor. I'm going to go ahead when I install it and build these other mounts. There's going to be weight on these, so I'm going to tension it, but it's going to be sitting on those bottom ones aligned, or closely aligned, possibly, just airing on the slightly low. And then when I tension these up, trying to get that perfect, I'll put some tension on these. So it's not 100% of the weight that's going to be on these, but it will be a fair amount. So, every time you hit a bump, those are just going to give, and the weight's going to transfer to these, because those are weak mounts, weak rubber. This is hard rubber. This is more like an engine mount rubber. So anyway, just a quick update, where I'm at and what I'm headed towards. Later all.